Hi everyone, come with me as I make dinner. Tonight we're just, I don't even know what to call it, pretty much taking a baked potato. I'm actually cooking them in the Instapot right now to make it a lot faster. And then I'm going to do sloppy joe mix, and then I'm going to throw it all together, and we're just going to pair it like side salad. I made some high protein ranch earlier that I'll be using. The kids will probably just have regular ranch. But go ahead and come along with me. Starting off, I'm going to turn on the pan, get it hot, add some of my oil, and then I've already diced up my onions. I know some people, they will do it to where you brown your meat first and then add your onions, but for me, to like onions, I need them cooked like fully. So I've already diced that, and I'm just going to throw that in the pot. You can wait until it comes like super hot, but let's be honest, I don't. Now, I'm not going to let them get super soft before I add in the meat because it will still cook with the meat. I just want them to get a little bit more tender. That's just my personal preference. I know there's some members of my family where they will just eat straight uncooked onions, and I'm like, yeah, I can't do that. Too much. So, these have now been cooking for a minute or two. I'm going to go ahead and throw in some garlic. I probably would do better if I chopped it myself, but honestly, I ain't got the time, so it's gonna come from the jar. And then you kind of just want to let that get a little fragrant. You know, sometimes it takes longer. The big thing is that the longer you cook it, the less potent it's going to be. So you can even at the very end throw it in if you want pretty potent smelling, pretty potent tasting garlic in your dish. Alright, so now that that's been cooking, I'm going to go ahead and open up my package of ground beef. I don't need a knife anymore. From my previous videos, this comes from the same butchers that I went that one day. We just really like the meat. Oh, that's on the top shelf in my fridge, so it's not quite frozen, but yeah, got a little frozen. That's okay. We will make it work. Alright, so I've gotten some of the meat has been broken down. So we're just going to let this sit and cook, and we will wait until it gets brown, and then we'll get started in on the sauce. Alright, so I kind of let my meat cook. I will not want to bore anybody with just the very watching ground beef. And I'm sure we all know, when you ground beef, please don't come at me for how I drain my grease, but it works. I just push everything into the pan and then soak it up with some paper towels. I did see a funny trick where a woman took her tampons and threw them into the pot, and I joked with my husband I was going to do that on the next one just to mess with them. Yeah, he said he wasn't going to be eating nothing I cook. So, yeah, for the most part, I got some leaner meat, so that is pretty much done. And let me go. Now that meat's cooked, I'm going to start adding all the ingredients in the sauce. I'm going to turn the heat down a little bit. I'm going to eyeball everything. I will guesstimate how much I'm putting in if anybody's curious. For seasoning, starting off, just salt, pepper, normal stuff. Salt and pepper, just do a little bit to taste. And then I'm also going to be adding, even though I did do some garlic, like the diced minced version, whatever you want to call it, I'm still adding some garlic powder because you can never have too much garlic. Some onion powder. I don't know, it's probably about a teaspoon of each, just sprinkled. I mean, adjust the seasonings to your liking. Some paprika. And I'm adding some steak blend. I know it's probably not in traditional sloppy joe stuff, but I like it. My family likes it. It is what it is. So I'm going to give all that a mix before I start adding in all the various sauces. once you kind of have your seasonings all mixed up, I like a lot of Worcestershire sauce. Correct me if I'm saying that wrong. So I don't know, 2 to 3, probably 2 to 3 tablespoons. Sorry, I had to pause for a minute to help the hubby with the dogs who just created a mess. Fantastic. I'm probably gonna add in about a half a cup of ketchup after I just exploded it all over me, my shirt, and my hair. That's fantastic. So I guess I will be washing my hair later. Oh, it's on the stove too. The joys of cooking. So there's about half a cup of ketchup in there. And then I'm going to half that with mustard. I might wind up adding more mustard later just because we are a very mustard heavy family. And then I cheat a little bit, I ain't gonna lie. I always add in the barbecue sauce. This Famous Dave's, the brand, is easily like, that's my favorite barbecue sauce I think I've ever had. I make a spicy one, and I don't get the spicy one too much because the kids, but this one's sweet and zesty. It's got a little bit of kick. I usually do about half of a quarter cup, so like an eighth of a cup. And then I will mix all that together. I'm going to turn the heat up just a little bit so that the sauce kind of starts cooking a little bit more. And then I am going to eyeball, what I'm going to say is I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of tomato paste.
Are you done?
No.
Huh?
Alright, so now that the tomato paste is all incorporated in the graveyard of ingredients over here, I'm going to add in a little bit of brown sugar. Just because I think everything is better with brown sugar. Maybe a quarter cup, I would say, of that. And then it's entirely optional. I don't know, we'll see. I might do it. Or you can add in a little bit of water to try to thin out the sauce a little if you want. But my husband likes thicker sauce, so I probably won't. But it's just another option to adjust it and customize to your liking. I got about 10 minutes left on the Instapot for my potatoes. So I will just let this kind of sit and simmer. After it kind of cooks together for a couple minutes, I will do a taste test to see if I need to adjust or add in. Alright, so it's been a couple minutes since the sauce has been saucing, and I'm still flinging stuff all over me. Watch out for a second. Alright, you girls want to be the taste tester? See if Sloppy Joes are good? Alright.
Mine.
Blow on it, it's hot. You want to taste test it? You want to try it? Might be hot. Careful. Is that hot? Oh, don't get it just a sip. I don't think you're just blowing it now. Is it good?
It's amazing.
Yeah? Alright, awesome. So that's what's going on top of the potatoes. So I'm going to just let this simmer and kind of stay warm. The potatoes still have 8 minutes on it, and then I will be back once they're out and we are assembling. Alright, so I went ahead and got their salads on there. I'm going to pull out some potatoes for the kids. We only have 2 of them tonight. Alright, I'm going to, hot. I'm going to just cut it open. For them, they don't really care, so I'm just going to try to mash it up a little bit for the young one. Alright, so for my 4-year-old, I kind of just opened it completely. For the rest of us, it won't be as open. And then our sauce has been simmering, so I'm just going to pour some of that on top of it for her. Marlo, my dog, is coming up to try to take a little sniff test, and he probably would try to also. Alright, I'm going to add some cheese for her. And my kids like pickles with their sloppy joes, but I mean, so do I. Plain. I usually add pickles and jalapenos. So I'm gonna get some of these out. And honestly, it's super simple and basic. Like I said, easy, but nothing to it. But anyways, that's our dinner. Just a little bit of side salad and potato sloppy joes. If you like my content, please like, follow, and subscribe. And see you next time.